I am outraged and distressed that the media and academia call Muhammad and Islam a religion when in fact it is a cult. The level of political correctness that permeates both of the media and academia is stifling and destroying people's ability to question, to debate, and to disagree about the subject of religion, ethnicity, race, color, etc. Can you comment, please?
Political correctness has sunk the level of intellect, of inquiry, and of debate to the abyss of utter stupidity and cowardice. Our series does its best to correct this abject surrender, imbalance, and abdication of logic and morality. In the Oxford Dictionary, a cult is described as a system of veneration and devotion directed towards a particular figure or object, such as the cult of Stalin, Mao Zedong, and others. Religion, on the other hand, is the ideas, rituals, and institutions that bind a certain community or even a group of communities, creating a distinctive tradition and belief system in worshipping a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal god or gods. Let us now look at just a few references as they are recorded in the Quran and Hadith. Al-Baqarah 2.119. Verily, we have sent thee in truth as a bearer of glad tidings and a warner, Nadhira. Al-Imran 3.132. And obey Allah and the Apostle, that you may obtain mercy. In the numerous verses of the Quran, they instruct the followers of Muhammad to obey Allah and his Apostle. That is, they must follow the Quran and Muhammad's Sunnah. Moreover, all of the above verses assert that Muhammad is only a warner and bringer of glad tidings. The word messenger, Rasul, does not appear in any of them. Al-A'raf 7.188. Say, I have no power over any good or harm to myself except as Allah willeth. If I had knowledge of the unseen, I should have multiplied all good and no evil should have touched me. I am but a warner, Nadhira, and bringer of glad tidings to those who have faith. Muhammad asserts in the verse above that he is not even a prophet, since he cannot predict the future, as he had no knowledge of the unseen. Al-Ahqaf 46.9. Say, I am no bringer of new-fangled doctrine among the apostles, nor do I know what will be done with me or with you. I follow but that which is revealed to me by inspiration. I am but a warner, Nadhira, open and clear. This verse is among one of the most important in the Quran, since Muhammad is asserting that he is not bringing a new religion. I am no bringer of new-fangled doctrine, nor was he a prophet foretelling the future, nor do I know what will be done with me or with you. I would like our listeners to be aware that almost every verse above was allegedly revealed to Muhammad during his Meccan conciliatory period, even if some of the verses appear mixed among the Medina ones, as repeatedly and erroneously happened during the compilation of the Quran. Most of these verses were subsequently abrogated, that is, overturned or overruled by several of the later ones from the Medina period. Al-Ahzab 33.21. You have indeed a noble paradigm in the Apostle of Allah. A second translation reads, you have in Muhammad, the Messenger of Allah, a beautiful pattern of conduct for anyone to follow. A third reads, verily, in the Messenger of Allah you have a good example for him who looks unto Allah and the last days. A fourth reads, certainly you have in the Messenger of Allah an excellent prototype. A fifth says, you have indeed a noble paradigm, archetype, exemplar, standard, model or pattern to follow in Allah's Apostle. 33.36. No Muslim has any choice after Allah and his Apostle have decided a matter. It was during Muhammad's Medina period that he started associating himself equally with Allah, with an unending number of Allah and his Apostle mantra. Sahih al-Bukhari Hadith 8.689, narrated by Sa'id bin Ubad al-Ansari, that he consulted the Prophet about a vow that had been made by his mother who died without fulfilling it. The Prophet gave his verdict that he should fulfill it on her behalf. The verdict became Sunnah, that is, the Prophet's tradition. Muwatta 46.3. Muhammad said in his last sermon, I leave with you the Quran and my Sunnah. Sahih al-Bukhari Hadith 9.381, narrated by Hudayfa. Allah's Apostle said to us, The Quran was revealed and the people read the Quran and learnt it from it, and also learnt it from the Sunnah. Both Quran and Sunnah, the Prophet's traditions, strengthen the faithful believers' honesty. Ishaq 3:9-1. O people, this is Allah's apostle among you. Allah has honored and exalted you by him. So help him and strengthen him. Listen to his commands and obey them. Ishaq 4:6-7. Allah addressed the believers and said, in Allah's apostle you have a fine example for anyone who hopes to be in the place where Allah is. Tabari 8.182. The people assembled in Mecca to swear allegiance to the messenger in submission. He received from them the oath of allegiance to himself, to heed and obey. Hitler also received the oath of allegiance to himself only. Like all living institutions, religion cannot stand still, but has to adapt, evolve, and change in order to survive. Since the Quran and the Hadith instruct his male followers to emulate Muhammad's deeds, behavior, and thought, as the ultimate manifestation of the perfect man, Muhammadan Islam is not a religion, but definitely the cult of Muhammad. As a cult, it remains and will continue to remain stuck in the time warp of the 7th century.